Hey guys, it's Candy, or CizzySweet. I am here today with a DIY for you guys. It's actually going to be this little desk organizer because I got a new job recently and I wanted to make something special to go on my desk, so I decided to make this. So I'm going to go ahead and show you guys what all you need for it. It's a lot of stuff, I warn you, but it's going to be a lot of fun and there's different things integrated into it. It's going to be really cute. Okay, so the first thing that you're going to need is some trash or recyclables. So you're going to need 4 cans. I decided to do 2 different sizes. And then you're going to need 2 boxes. I decided to do a flat box that was from like a puzzle and then a little apple cider box. And then you're going to need some cardboard. And the cardboard that I have right here actually came off of a box that we were moving with. The next stuff that you're going to need is a glue gun, something to put the glue gun on, some glue sticks, Mod Podge, some scissors, something to put paint on, and then paints. Then you're going to need some newspaper and a paint cup with paintbrushes. And my husband is an artist, that's why the paintbrushes are so
icky.
Painty.
Sorry.
Oh, there's a toothbrush in here.
It's for splatters.
The next stuff that you're going to need is going to be some yarn, and this is all the decorative stuff. This is how I'm deciding to decorate mine. So I have some white sparkly yarn, some lightish purple yarn, some popsicle sticks, which are going to be a DIY craft on their own. Then I have some gems, and then some like ribbon pearl things. They're really cute. Strands of pearls. Just a little addition. We decided that we're going to add some cardstock to this as well for the bigger cans, just to make them look a little pretty and not show the ridges.
So another thing that we're going to do with 3 popsicle sticks by themselves and a paper clip is we're going to make this kind of shape once we glue it, just so you have an idea what it's going to look like. And it's going to be a little stand coming on the back of the main tall box, and it's going to be a little letter holder.
Okay, so the first thing that we're going to be doing is using these popsicle sticks on the small cans. Unfortunately, I'm not sure how many popsicle sticks we're going to need per can, so we're going to have to paint each one of these individually as we put them around the small cans. The second thing that we're going to do is we're going to take our larger cans and we're going to wrap them with this paper, and then we're going to paint the paper and then wrap yarn around them kind of strategically to make them look cute.
And cutting the paper to size, obviously.
Yeah. The third thing that we're going to do is we're going to be taking the box and we're going to be painting it and then doing a trim around the top, and then these the little pearls are going to be wrapped around and they're going to have a bow. The next thing that we're going to be doing is we're going to be painting this little Hello Kitty tin, and we're going to be doing a painted gold trim around it, and then we're going to be gluing these little crystal gems around them in just different places, and it's going to be really cute. Okay, the last thing that we're going to be doing is we're going to be painting this cardboard, and we're also going to be cutting it down to size. We're going to put all the little pieces on top of this to organize it to see how we want it, and then we're going to be cutting it down to size. So we're going to go ahead and sneak this in before we do anything else. We need to cut the cardboard to size. So what we're going to do is there are lines on the cardboard. I don't know if you can see them or not, but we're going to end up putting all this stuff on here, and then we're going to trim it down to size by following the lines. So the first thing we're going to put on here is the box. Then organize the cans how you want them on here.
Don't forget the Hello Kitty tray if you need that for balance.
Yep, we're ready to go.
If you could find it.
Okay, I got this, guys.
Are you sure? You got both the bigs in the back, and I thought you wanted it opposite.
Yeah, I do.
Okay, so you just make it a dash on one of those lines that's the closest to where you want it.
This is hard, guys.
Well, you shouldn't do your crafts on a bed.
No, you shouldn't.
Just duly noted, no crafts on the bed.
This is the only place I have to do this.
Our room is a little cramped. It's beautiful, but it's cramped. We don't really have a working space unless we use a TV tray. So the bed's kind of our working space, and it kind of works out for us, but sometimes things fly all over the place.
Yeah, sometimes things like to roll. Sometimes things like to roll around. This is a very weird video already.
It's not weird.
It's a little weird. So this is the first thing that we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and cut these off now that I have lines on. Hopefully I can see the lines enough to take all this off.
If not, husbando can.
Take all this crap off. Where's my scissors? Okay. So there's lines. Let's cut the lines. We're going to cut. trim this because it's a little bit uneven. I didn't cut any lines on this, but hey, it needs to be pretty. Cardboard is so hard to cut. Now that I have cardboard pieces all over my bed, let's go ahead and just get everything started. Galawala! Okay, so let's go ahead and get started with this. So, we're going to go ahead and take our can and sit it down, and then we're going to choose our popsicle sticks. They gave me a really weird looking popsicle stick. I don't know why it looks like burnt. 100 popsicle sticks my butt. I'm going to be doing this pink eraser and this turquoise color. And just put those on your palette.
We'll probably like come back to you guys after we get a good amount painted so that you can like, you know, see how it looks. We're probably gonna wind up painting both sides of the popsicle sticks, yeah? Or do you just want to do one?
Yeah, I'm doing both sides.
So both sides of the sticks. And I mean, you don't need instructions on how to paint the stick.
Okay, so we decided to do 10 of each for each can for each color. And then we also decided to put sparkles on the pink ones because I thought it was super cute. So, I finished doing the popsicle sticks for the ones for now. I did 20 of each color, and we're going to go ahead and get started with these. They have the sparkles with the pink ones. I don't know if you can see that. And then we have this turquoise color. And they are going to be every other one. So, we're going to sit the can down. See, hopefully it doesn't roll away from me. And take the non-glittery side. Just do hot glue all the way down. And then get it on as straight as you can.
Make sure the bottom part does not overlap on the bottom. I think the bottom part of the stick. Don't have to glue all the way up the stick, I guess.
Yeah. Excuse that part.
Excuse me, totally forgot that our sticks are longer than the can.
Yeah, I totally forgot that. Alright, now we got that stick on and I got the glue off the center of it. Guys, make sure when you're doing this that if you're pressing on the inside of the can that you just kind of barely press it because it's going to be really hot from your hot glue gun. I'm going to go ahead and continue gluing some more of these sticks on and then I will show you after it's done.
So if you run into an issue like I did when I was gluing these for candy, there's barely not enough space for another popsicle stick at the very end. So all we're going to do is take this last green one that's supposed to go there and literally just glue it on top, kind of like a layered thing. But that's going to be like the back of the can. And also we wanted to note, while we're doing this process, we're also going ahead and starting the paint job of the popsicle sticks that are going to be the little display stand for the paper clip or for the holder for the envelopes. So we're starting the gold paint process for that as well. So these are pretty much done, except we're going to be adding some pearls around the top and the bottom of the cans. And we're just going to connect them with hot glue and it's going to be really cute. So I'm going to start off by gluing the tip of this pearl. I'm going to take a popsicle stick to push this down and let that dry for a second. And then I'm going to glue the other end of this down. Just remember, kids, be really careful with a hot glue gun. Use adult supervision. Hot glue is hot, guys. I can't tell you how many times I burned myself on hot glue. Yeah, unless you are the adult, then use your own supervision. No, more like find a more adultier adult. Yeah, find the adultiest adult around and have them supervise because you're not an adult enough. I did it! You sound so surprised! And this kind of moves around a little bit too much for my liking, so I'm actually gonna do a little tiny dot of glue. In the front area? Yeah, just a tiny little one that you can barely even see. Where's my popsicle stick? No, I ain't touching this shit. There we go. Now it's all even and cute. Move it to the front. So these are done. I hope you guys like these. I really love them. I especially love the pearls and the sparkles. So we're going to go ahead and go on to the next one. So
the next step is going to be making the canisters with the paper and the yarn. And I'm sorry for my dogs. They're being obnoxious.
Not even our dogs, they're my mom's. They're just, we're not dog people, and they're interrupting the video, so we're like, grr.
Alright, so what we're going to do is we are going to take these pieces of cardstock. Bark. And we are going to wrap them and hot glue them around the cans, showing a little bit of this lip right here. And then we're going to cut it and we're going to fold over some edges in there. So I'm going to go ahead and get my hot glue gun started, and I'll be right back. So we're going to go ahead and glue this down, and this is going to be really hot, so don't put your hand on it.
When you focus. Well, you don't usually do that.
When you focus so hard.
But you, like, strain yourself.
Let's get down to business to defeat the Huns. Did they send you daughters when I asked for sons?
This video is weird.
Squish, 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 squish. Okay, then we're gonna wrap it around. I personally don't mind if it overlaps a little bit. It's really up to your preference of how you do that.
Like, you could cut off an inch on a regular size can and be pretty good, but we're gonna let it overlap as much as the paper does.
I kind of prefer the overlapped look. So.
Kenny has a tendency to burn herself, just so
Ow!
you're aware.
As
like,
I did it.
Wow! Just use the glue. It's gonna get hard.
I never said I was good at glue, guys. I never said it.
I don't know what kind of destruction is going outside of our room. Sounds like a natural disaster. My cats are, one's just staring at the door and the other's sleeping.
Okay, so the next step is going to be to cut this off, and then we're going to make some little flappy doos.
So you cut it so that you go cut straight down, and then you leave about an inch.
So you're going to see where the can is, and I'm probably going to make, like he said, about an inch, so about right there.
And then you can cut that excess off.
Try not to cut your fingers. Now that it looks like crap, you're going to cut little slits inside of it. I never said I was great at cutting, guys. You're not going to see it anyways, but I'm going to try to fix it. These scissors like really suck on top of everything, so.
Can't blame it on the scissors.
No, for real. Like they really do. Find where the can is and cut a few slits. So I cut the tabs into the can so we can go ahead and start gluing these down. So all you're going to do, just find a random tab and you're going to put just like a little dot of glue on it. And then fold it down. And you're going to do that to all of them. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and get all these glue strings off. This is how it should look. And then we're going to go ahead and start painting this guy. So I'm going to actually be painting this one pink. And whenever you're painting, you want to make sure that you don't paint the silver if you're keeping the silver on the bottom like I just did. But you can easily wipe it off. So this is what it looks like after it's painted. Now we're going to add this pink sparkle paint like we did to the popsicle sticks. So now this is all sparkled up, and the next thing that we're going to be doing is adding Mod Podge to the entire thing to make it shiny.
So for those of you who have never used Mod Podge, It is almost like glue, like Elmer's glue, but it's a different components, I'd say, different mixture. But it's really close to just basically putting, like, Elmer's glue on something. It goes on white, and it dries completely clear, and it gives you this really smooth finish, and it's like, this really can be shiny. There's shiny sateen and gloss, and see, it goes on white like that, but it'll dry completely clear, and it makes it really shiny and nice, and it stabilizes things. So it's not going to even look like paper anymore by the time we're done.
Yeah, it's going to actually get really hard, which is really cool.
Okay, so the last thing we're going to do, I'm taking over because I'm better at it. We're going to glue some yarn on it, and we're going to wrap it in a way that looks really interesting. So what you do is you find the seam, and you put some glue down, and then you put the string down, press it with your popsicle stick, do a little bit more on top, just kind of spread it out so that it's like really secure and it really stays. Let it dry for a second. Alright, so from here we just start wrapping it. Here's my yarn wad. And then you get to the bottom, and whenever you're by the seam, you tack it again. Just try to make all your tacks be by the seam. So then you let that dry a little bit. It doesn't have to be perfect. And then I'm gonna spread it out with a popsicle stick just a little bit, so that it just, yeah. Okay. And then you get to go back up. And it's creating crisscrosses and all that junk. Sometimes you can go completely horizontal. Make sure it's taut whenever you're doing this. As long as you're pulling it taut, then it'll turn out really cool. So let that dry a little bit. Take your popsicle stick and smudge it a little bit just to keep it flat. You can pull all the glue off and glue strings that you want later. And then we're going back down. Probably this will be the last time. Just trying to get all the cool crisscrossy crap. I might go back up one more time. Yeah, just one for each time. I did wind up doing another tack, but I'm going up already, so it don't matter. Okay, and then that's the final bit. What we do is just tack it one more time. And then we cut it close. And voila! It is an interesting thing.
It's so cute!
So, we've already done the turquoise one to give some practice in. So here are the two finished cups.
They are so cute to me.
So, here are the 4 finished cups.